gonna be some hell of a camp, but Jake got one hell of a camp. Then I get seriously fucking way better this camp. Keep Cameron, wallop people.
We're getting into this bit of the game here.
Yeah, we're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right? Let's go, let's go.
Asterisk, after so many years out of the octagon, it is clear that Conor McGregor is totally focused and ready to face the big challenge against Max Holloway. Pressure is huge since everybody wants to see if McGregor is really himself again after those years out of combat sports. Whether in gym training sessions or during tough sparring practices, it is evident that McGregor is... Another important component of Conor's training regime is the use of weights. There is no doubt that he has dedicated a considerable amount of effort to becoming stronger and more explosive than before following the leg injury that put him out of commission for such a long time. Lifting and explosive activities appear to be at the forefront of camp training right now, and it looks like Conor is determined.
Steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning.
Asterisk, Conor's punch bag workouts also look grueling. He has always been admired for his timing and power, and now he appears to be concentrating again on developing his well-known left hook. He works tirelessly at combinations, body shots, and counter punches, maintaining a high pace throughout. It is not merely the impact that counts during the workout. It is also the tempo and agility required. For asterisk, shadowboxing has also been a huge part of camp. A lot of fighters use shadowboxing to stay loose and improve movement, and Conor seems fully focused during those moments. He moves around constantly, working on angles, footwork, and quick reactions. It almost looks like he is imagining the fight in his head while practicing different situations against Holloway. Those quiet moments... This pad work was probably one of the best parts of training to watch. Even though Conor is older now, he is still delivering lightning-fast combinations and quick counterattacks during the drills. It seems clear that his coaches are trying to recapture that speed from him. They appear more concerned about speed, timing, and accuracy as opposed to landing wild power shots. considering that Holloway is very elusive and tough to hit.
Call the prophet if I hear you talking shit. Don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this. I got promises. You ain't stopping this. Cross my shit. You'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence. I got this. I will not quit. And I'm on it. Honest. I will launch quick. And I'm on it. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb. I'm moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5. I'm rocking. They watching. Cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10s. I'm so stopping. It's time to live my life.
Sparring might be the biggest test of all during this camp. That is where Conor has to prove he can still handle pressure, pace, and real fighting situations after so much time away. Reports from camp suggest he has been putting in serious rounds and trying to prepare for every possible style. Holloway is known for his volume, toughness, and nonstop pressure. So Conor's sparring partners likely push him. Michael Bisping was very reasonable when he spoke about the anticipated match between Conor McGregor and Mac Holloway. He recognized that Conor is not yet overconfident because he still relies on his left hand as he did back then when he surprised the whole world of UFC. Michael pointed out that Conor once broke down his opponents mentally even before entering the cage, like what he did in the most iconic bout against Jose Aldo. For Michael, McGregor's strategy has always been easy. He just has to land a huge backhand punch at the beginning of the fight. However, Michael made it clear that this Conor is very different now since he is older.
All right, so Conor McGregor makes his UFC return after 5 years, and he says, of course it's against Max Holloway, he says that he has plan A, plan B, plan C, okay? Plan A, of course, with Conor McGregor is always to hit them with that backhand, get the knockout, just like he has done on many occasions. Remember when he knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. And Jose Aldo was the long-time featherweight king. And of course, back then, Conor McGregor would talk all kinds of crazy shit, winding up Jose Aldo, that threw Jose off his game, made him go forward, overcommit, be overly aggressive, and walk right onto that shot. Couple of little backhands, just a hammer fist even, just to seal the deal, and that was that. But as we know, there was a bit of a fall from grace. It wasn't bad. He lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov after going to round 4, and then he lost 2 fights in a row to Dustin Poirier. Got knocked out, then got beaten down.
As the conversation went on, Bisping began to become less optimistic regarding the prospects of McGregor. The changes MMA had undergone since Conor's time out of the sport were brought up. He stressed that the modern generation of MMA fighters were far more developed, particularly in terms of their wrestling skills. This is because fighters such as those from Dagestan and neighboring areas have introduced a new dimension to the sport through their nonstop grappling. Bisping expressed doubt over whether McGregor had managed
in the worst case scenario and working my way back to the best case scenario. Now, it's a difficult fight for Conor McGregor to come back after all this time. 5 years. The sport has definitely progressed. That is a fact. Of course, calf kicks are very, very prevalent now. And yeah, they were still being used in 2021, but it was about 2018 and 19 when they really started becoming a big thing, okay? That's just one example. The wrestling ability that a lot of these fighters have these days is insane. I just coached the Ultimate Fighter. All these kids, holy shit, I am telling you, the international talent from countries like Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, all those mountain regions, they are living simple lives. They're riding on horseback, they're hunting for the food, and they're wrestling like maniacs. And we know about the Chechens all coming in. Hamzat Chimaev dominating Dricus du Plessis the way that he did. Khabib Nurmagomedov, of course, Conor's no stranger to this kind of style, but the sport has evolved. And I don't know if Conor McGregor...
What Bisping really admired about Holloway was his discipline and activity level. The point he made here is that Max has been engaged in top-level bouts while having a calmer personal life outside of the cage. What distinguishes him from McGregor is the fact that, unlike the latter, who was always in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, he managed to keep his mind on fighting and
Holloway has been incredibly active, fighting nothing but the best, beating people like Dustin Poirier, beating people like Justin Gaethje, that's fighting for the undisputed title in just a couple of weeks at the White House. And bearing in mind, Justin Gaethje just beat Paddy Pimblett, who is a big star and kind of reflects the new generation, the more evolved type. But Max Holloway has been beating all of them. And he's also been living a clean life. Like, I think it was Dustin Poirier who was talking on the Deep Waters podcast recently, that new show that they've got on Paramount, saying that he is living the life. He's being a martial artist. He's not out there partying. He's never surrounded in controversy. He's not falling out of nightclubs.
I think Conor lives a certain lifestyle that we've all seen, and then you can kind of tell that it's not for show. It's really his lifestyle. And Max lives a complete different lifestyle, where I've never seen Max at a club drunk. That guy lives a different life where he's gym, family.
No, he lives a quiet life on the island of Hawaii.
Tim Welch openly said he believes Holloway is going to batter McGregor over 5 rounds. He still expects Conor to have dangerous moments early because of his power and timing, but he doubts that Holloway will fade or break under pressure. Welch explained that Max's chin at 170 pounds could be even stronger, making it harder for McGregor to get the quick finish many fans are expecting.
I think Max Holloway is going to batter Conor McGregor, especially 5 rounds. Conor's going to come out there. If we make it to the fight, I really hope we make it to the fight. 170 pounds makes me think we actually might make it to the fight. But again, 5 rounds. You've been on the couch for a decade. You're fighting Max Blessed Holloway, who's been in there. He fought Charles 2026. He fought Dustin 2025. He fought Ilia Topuria 2024. Just in 2024 also, KO'd Justin Gaethje. 2023, KO'd Chan Sung Jung. Okay, the last time Conor fought, Max fought Yair Rodriguez, 2021. Okay, so Max is just in it. This is one. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight. I'm fired up, but God, they could have hit something sweeter. This is gonna be a rough day for Conor McGregor. I'm a little bit worried about him. I really am. Early prediction for the fight: I wouldn't be surprised. Conor comes out, cracks him a few times, hits him a few times. Max is still there. 170 pounds. Max's neck, his chin. He's gonna have such a.
Welch also talked about how people keep expecting the vintage McGregor from the Jose Aldo era to suddenly return. But in his opinion, that version of Conor was completely different. Back then, McGregor was obsessed with improving every single day and fully dedicated to fighting. Welch believes today's version is not the same athlete anymore. While Holloway is still fully living the fighter lifestyle and improving constantly, that difference in activity and discipline is one of the biggest reasons he favors.
You say, wow. But then you think of the things he's got on his side to want to pick that. One is the weight. You know, he'll be bigger, a lot bigger probably, than Holloway, who's not a physically strong guy. You know, he's tough. He's a great striker. He's great at everything. He's a rounded guy, as tough as they come. He's great. He's a legend. But he's not physically as big or strong as McGregor is, and probably now with that extra weight on, definitely would be.